Nkrumah, Kenneth Kaunda, Julius Nyerere, and other forefathers fought for our freedoms from our colonial masters. But today, our new colonial Chinese masters have come as investors. We demand our freedom as youths and as citizens of YouTube channel. My name is Peter Sheikh Skyra Favored, the Slim Giant, or you can call me Washimpundu if you like. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, the best thing that you can do right now is to hit the red button, switch on the notification bell, so that every time I post a new video, you will be notified that Washimpundu has posted a new video. Yes, this time around, as you can see, I'm showing you photos of Chellah Tukuta, Alice Musukwa, Melba. Of course, Chellah Tukuta is a Zambian photographer who has been lately talking about the corruption of the government and some people that in the government that are corrupt, and giving them checks and balances of what is happening in Zambia and what the government is supposed to do, what they are not doing right. So lately he's been posting posts and exposing some government officials, and of course today exposed Alice Musukwa, Melba, Ice Cleo Queen, Zuba, Mwaka aka Zuba, from the Zuba soap opera that is showing in Zambia. So later I'm gonna be showing you a video of Chellah, what he was talking about in his live video, as he was exposing some government officials, and talked about Alice Musukwa, Melba, and Zuba, and other people that he talked about. So from the post that he's been making lately, he says the fight is against corruption, which is causing hunger and unfair distribution of our country's wealth, and not with anyone. So please do not politicize it. Okay? And here he says, I'm not scared to expose corrupt people because we all entitled to benefit from the national cake. And this one he says, I'm ready to die for the truth, and I know one day Zambia shall remember me for that. Okay? This one he says, we have been too quiet for too long, we shall speak out. That's Chellah Tukuta's posts I'm reading for you on his page. This one he says, our forefathers fought for independence from colonialism. Now we have to fight for economic independence, freedom to express ourselves. We are no longer slaves. This one he says, we love our president and we need to help him see how evil the people that surround him are. And this one he says, if you are not comfortable with me speaking out on national issues, leave my page now, otherwise I'll block you. Okay? This one he says, youths, let us rise up. The fight against corruption is not just for the president, but all of us Zambians. If Kaunda and others were cowards, we would never be independent. This one he says, we shall fight our equal share. Zambia is not for foreigners, and Zambians must enjoy and benefit from their God-given natural resources. This one he says, civil servants can't even express their dysfunctions for fear of being labeled opposition. Evil people around the president, God shall punish you. This one he says, if you are a Zambian youth and happy with the current state of affairs, then you are a demon or demon possessed. This one he says, I'm ready to suffer the consequences of speaking about the injustice in my country. Innocent civil servants receive unfair transfers just because those who are connected to the powers hate them. I say no to injustice. This one he says, Mother Zambia is worth dying for at the hands of people that don't mean well for the country. He says, I'm not worried about now, but the future. Our children should never grow up as cowards. This one he says, don't cry for me, cry for yourself. Why worried about where my stance will land me? Okay. This one he says, no retreat, no surrender until our lovely president fires all the bad elements. This one he says, I'm speaking even for you cowards, busy saying, Chellah, this politics won't end well. You are cowards, need people like me because you are just toothless and you can't say a thing. This one he says, bring back our God. War meaning Zambian join the campaign. This is about the God that is in Zambia that is being looted by some government officials and of course selling it to the people out there just to benefit and enrich themselves. This one he says, thanks to the United Nations on Human Rights for the call I got from the USA. He says, we are tired of corruption because it continues to rob us from better standards of living. I say no to corruption, fire the corrupt elements, Mr. President. This one he says, I'm not speaking from without the Anti-Corruption Commission and the Drug Enforcement Commission, if indeed you operate without political interference. Please go and question Mushota, Permanent Secretary, and Amos Chanda over the AVIC International and Chico. They used the name of the president to acquire $5 million for AVIC to get that contract for 400C, whilst 25% was already paid to Chico as advance from the Zambian government as they waited for the 75% from Exim Bank of China. Okay, this one he says, innocent hard-working civil servants are getting 3,500 kwacha salary, and with the current economic situation can't even look after their families, and yet corrupt people are busy misusing taxpayer money on ladies instead of increasing salaries of our civil servants. We fight corruption. Our civil servants will benefit a lot, and the country at large. He says, I don't have any other nationality apart from being Zambian, therefore I deserve fair share. And in this post he says, my fight is not against the president, but the corrupt system that needs change. Corruption has robbed poor Zambians of quality healthcare and education system. In this one he says, if it means me fighting for my own freedom and rights, I shall suffer the consequences alone, but Zambia must be saved from corruption. Then he starts talking about the permanent secretary who's called Simpanje. He says the girls who are fighting over permanent secretary Simpanje, he uses taxpayers' money to fund Zambian female celebrities. That's why they can't speak out. He says, I will expose all the female celebrities in Zambia linked to permanent secretaries and ministers. You see them driving expensive cars. They use our taxpayers' money. Okay, he says, Mr. Permanent Secretary, you opened a shop for Messi Mukwiza. You are a civil servant. How did you manage to pay rentals at East Park and bought everything in that shop? If this is false information, I'm here. Come and get me. How does a permanent secretary amass so much wealth so that he even gives girlfriends? More female celebrities linked to this man. You double-crossed the ladies. This one he says, I shall expose them because so many Zambians have no food, yet our money is being misused. He says, a government official is a servant of the people and should not misuse taxpayers' money. Chellah Tukuta, in this one he says, who said I'm scared? I need your support. I'm just speaking for fellow poor Zambians whose taxpayers' money is being misused. If the people I've mentioned are not guilty, let them come and get me. In this one again, he comes to the permanent secretary, Mr. Simpanje. Says, Mr. Simpanje, sir, resign as permanent secretary because you do not deserve that position if you're still PS. All right. This one he says, if exposing corrupt people lead me into problems, then amen. This one he says, if you're a corrupt minister or permanent secretary, be worried. This one he says, You journalists, do you know that you failed to investigate serious issues of corruption? You failed to ask intelligent questions. Wake up, people are looting Zambia. In this one, he says, of course, today, African Freedom Day, he has a message. He said, my Africa Freedom Day message. It's time for young people to rise and fight for our freedoms. Is there even freedom in Africa? As we speak, as we commemorate African Freedom Day, we demand our freedom back. We shall not fear prisons or anything for speaking out on different injustices. Some African leaders are a huge disgrace to Mother Africa. Some African leaders have sold our rights and values, and we are slaves of our investors now. Africa has to wake up. It has so much wealth yet continues to languish in poverty. Is that freedom? Africa has the capacity to stand on its own without depending on foreign aid, yet our selfish leaders have sold us, and when we speak against their corrupt ways, they threaten us. The time to rise for better Africa has come. A time for old timers to leave leadership to the young people has come. The time for people, the youths, to take the front line has come. Kwame Nkrumah, Kenneth Kaunda, Julius Nyerere, and other forefathers fought for our freedoms from our colonial masters. But today, our new colonial Chinese masters have come as investors. We demand our freedom as youths and as citizens of Mother Africa. Stop using youths as tools of violence and confusion. Chellah Tukuta said it should not be about how a political party will win the elections, but how Zambians should win back their dignity. Let us stop this politics of power and embrace politics of people that will benefit every Zambian. He says, my God, your God, our God. He says, fire all corrupt officials. Our hospitals don't have medicine, schools don't have desks, people have no food in their homes, and this is because of corrupt and misuse of public resources. Youths have no empowerment because selfish leaders. We demand for fair share of our national cake. He says, if all mind our own businesses, the thieves shall continue to loot and steal from our Zambians. We shall not be silent. Okay. That's Chellah Tukuta speaking for the Zambians and also exposing the people that are eating the Zambian cake with the permanent secretary, ministers, and other government officials in Zambia. You all have been wondering why Zambian slay queens fight among themselves. It's because of the rich permanent secretary called Simpanje, who is a civil servant. So simply means these ladies, they all have the same common man who sponsors them. That's what Chellah Tukuta is trying to say here. If you are brave, don't say I'm with you, I'm behind you, Chellah. Start voicing out. And of course, he mentioned some government official here. He said, Mr. Christopher, please stop calling me offering the old deal at RB. I'm not interested in your meeting. I don't do shoddy deals. Whoever has sent you, tell them I'm not interested. He said, they are calling me to offer me deals. I'm not interested. Come next year after elections for those deals. I'm very okay with weddings and kitchen parties. Okay, because after he started exposing some government officials, they are calling him to offer him deals. So he says he's not interested. Okay. He says some celebrities in Zambia who are ladies, of course, they are failing to speak out about what is happening because they sleep with some government officials. That's what Chellah is saying, and he continues to expose some Zambian celebrities, namely Alice Musukwa, Mwaka, who is in Zuba, Melba, and other ladies. He says there is a minister I'm even feeling sorry for. He says, in our fight against corruption, we need to expose some ladies who are living in posh houses, driving posh cars, when they are actually sleeping with government officials and using taxpayers' money. That's Chellah there. So I'm gonna show you a video where he was exposing Alice Musukwa, Melba, Mwaka from Zuba, and other people that I've mentioned in the video that Chellah Tukuta was talking about. Check out the video on the other hand.
Sleeping around with ministers, with permanent secretaries, using taxpayers' money. You buy a Benz, you buy clear your ice cream. Mwamkula yumfa, kwati tatwa ishiva. We know these things, man. Posing, you're even making girls feel like they're not working hard. Mwebena Zambia, some of the things you need to be thinking. Which shows in Zambia? Okay? Like, how many shows has that person had to make that kind of money? What kind of endorsements do they get? What endorsements are in Zambia? There are no big endorsements in Zambia where no a celebrity has been endorsed for so much money, much millions of dollars. There is nothing in this country. There's no those endorsements. Ask us who know the music industry. Yeah? So these people, let's talk about bantismo. Bantismo, ine valinjevera ti valelwira pali ba permanent secretary Spanje. Evo valelwirapo. All these girls were fighting over the same permanent secretary. Takwabe, if you're married or what, bonse vakamba, you can't be married then. Ule amkula sta vakamba. Tadi umfeli ashiriashi. Mfuta very observant if eh vanti small. And I'm challenging by Alice Musukwa to come and to me because what in the at some point more video chira nishu ampatila. Inisha pata. It's just the kind of person that you are. One, you want to make people feel like they are horrible, like they are not doing anything. You want to make people feel like they are not working so hard. You're inspiring young girls if you have fee. And let me tell you, if you want, go ahead and sue me. I shall wait. I'm here. I'm waiting. I'm not going anywhere. Eh? You want to be threatening people. Hey, I've got lawyers. What? Defamation of character. Blah, 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 blah. No one is defaming your character. We're just putting you in your place. Imwe mwalelwira basipanje mwalelwira. Olo wene Alice walinjebere. Where mwinefe walinjebere? No. I called you to me, my boyfriend. The reason why Alice Navadora Siria Chitabomfana is over a man. Dora Siria effort Tabomfana at Alice Opabam Patira. Because it seems like Alice Aria Pitakuri boy. If a fishing ka. So imomule mwana masle queens valelwa pa social media pa ma Facebook kanshi the reason why valelwila para pa ma Facebook pa ma social media baome valelwila and then these people are using taxpayers money. They're using taxpayers money. These permanent secretary ministers. And this one I was, but Zuba, Alice Musukwa, Melba, Tasha at Bari, one of the restaurants in Rhodes Park, where a minister was touching them. You people be thinking these people are rich. Kanshi, they go out with ministers, top government officials, misusing our taxpayers' money. You are thinking you're not working. A lot of girls are thinking that they're not working. Okay? They are thinking they're not doing well. Kanshi, these people are high profile prostitutes, high class, high class. You can tell me a secret that's genuine. You tell me a secret of prostitution, I'll expose it. I have nothing to lose. Even by posing up moto kama benzi, amashani, you're thinking, you're feeling like, I'm not, yeah, this girl is doing well. Especially you ladies. Oh, these girls are doing so well. Oh my God. Oh, Shani. These people are busy prostitutes. They are telling your children what, no, they're inspiring my kids. Oh, my child should be a model. A what? Let me tell you something. We are just starting to build a modeling industry in Zambia. You can't, there is no, tell me one proper gig that Melba girl did. That Melba girl, I was trying to connect her to a modeling agency in South Africa called fabulous.com models. Vaisakura omutwe after vasenda kachofaire vachitako introduce kuvaome shine vamonako ka high life vafurungana varia vameopa varia. Okay, I'm very courageous and I just speak. Whether you hate me, you don't like me, that's your fault. But I'm warning you, be careful who inspires you. There's a lot of these slay queens. Here, slay queen. Because they think that if we buy a cameraman, we can't give them anything. Come buy na top rich niggas. Can't stop setting a fit for conquer your mano. Tatua chula bat die for bene. Tatua chula. Eh? There are high profile prostitutes in this country. You are thinking, oh, this girl has bought this car, shani. Oh, you think you should be asking yourself why women are fighting over each other. Why are they fighting? Why are women fighting? The reason why they are fighting is very simple. It's over men. Simple. And this money is coming from okay, it's coming from taxpayers' money. That's where the money is coming from. You pay your tax. How would you feel? You pay your tax, then someone is taking kumaule. Mutata vakusendara emureni tina vakabva pei shava vakapendana vakabva vaasenda vatwara magirls kudarika kuthailand alisi vasipanje vari vatwere kuthailand vavatwara kumathailand vavatwara amathailand amadubai imomule abantu varemya vati hustle hard kanshi abantu vachita hustle between the legs. The hustle is between legs. The hustle is in bed, I beg. The hustle is in bed. That's how the hustle is bed. Yeah, ma. The hustle is in bed. Don't be easy, oh. Hey, we are hustling. Now I go put my picture to Dubai. Now I go put my picture to Thailand. Now I go put my pictures to Zanzibar. Imamo yetu kuti ya. Abantu banedi abantu bareka na models living a life. Guys, kwari with my big shots mu government vakam. Murerira imuku what corruption, poverty in Zambia. It's not even about. I'm not scared of anything. You think I'm scared? I'm not scared of anything. Hello. abantu abali supporta nibalabye balifo basta ku introduce kubule. When you see people on my post commenting, hey, leave them alone, isa balifo nibanga basta ku introduce on how to do if into if. I'm not even afraid of anything. So I'm never come even Zambia. If we're real hustlers, that's why it's about to temenwa. I'm a real hustler. When I'm suffering, I say it. I don't have a car, I don't have a car. So, if kumyebera po to amisure mitwenga tamresu if parakasa when you continue to cry of poverty in this country, but there are people who are benefiting on your heads. Vale milira masuku pamoto. Vale miseka no kumiseka. If Zambians if you puba vyali shishita busy pat my pages to abo. Busy pat my pages pa. Oh, auntie, sure, you inspire me. Auntie, sure, you make my days. Oh. No, Chellah is very childish. Chellah is childish, but his business is clean. Chellah is childish, but Chellah at least you can go to anything, you can ask anyone. My businesses have never been questionable. When you speak the truth, you can't be scared. What should you be scared of? I'm speaking the truth. And I've asked you to say, if you think I'm not speaking the truth, come and arrest me. Come and arrest me. You have my number is on Facebook. So, imomule totokanyati dimbinawe na ma gold nani kanyayo tetimwishibe. Utuma sile queens twenu tulimo involved. So, aoba nani kan kwadiba. So, the reason so tete tuishpe why ba Madam Dora seria veri de panani kan pa break. Tuasaga tivi vari basta disappoint. Alakari iskakari makaba. Kuyapita kuri dari kari wama minista. Kuyapita kuri gai wama minista makaba. Oh. Yeah. Ya ba. Kuyapita kuri nani wama minista makaba. Ifyo bagamba ifo mugwaye tureri omusaru ne tureri ifo omusaru abalensu baleri enkoko nabaleri